A lot of beginners think that investing is only for wealthy men on Wall Street. And that is not true. And in my early 20s, when I started investing, I thought the same thing because I had no clue. I used to work at a financial printing company, and we would never see the investors. We would just know there's lawyers in the conference room. That's it. So there's some myths that I want to just bust for you right now. Let's start with number one. You need a lot of money to invest. This is not true anymore. We have Fidelity, and that brokerage lets you invest fractional shares. There's other brokerage accounts where you can set up reoccurring transactions, reoccurring transfers. So no, you do not need a lot of money to invest. You do not need thousands. You could start with $5. You could start with $50. You could start, if you have it, $500. But for new investors, you do not need thousands of dollars to invest. Myth number two, the stock market is gambling. Now, I believe that gambling is guessing. The stock market, if you invest consistently over time, you'll see returns because the market normally goes up. And when the market goes down, look at it as a sale. Whatever investment you're in is on sale and you could buy more shares. That's how I think of it. Now, I am not an advisor, but this is what I do when I invest. And you get consistent gains. So no, the stock market is not guessing. It's investing in companies that are growth companies or tech companies. There's so much different areas of the stock market to invest. So it's not guessing. Myth number three, women are bad with money. I don't know who said this, but I think it's a mentality that's been put out there. Women are more cautious. We think long term, and that would make great investment strategists. That's what we should call ourselves, investment strategists. Women, if you have a family, if you're married, we think long term to help the family, to help ourselves in our careers. Women are not bad with money. There's so many tools out here to help us with money. And I used to hear people say, women are bad drivers. Who came up with that? But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about investing. Women are not bad with money. There are ways to learn how to get better with your money. There's ways to save so that you can invest. Women are not bad with money. Don't let them tell you that. No. What we do have, and we need to be mindful of, we do have wealth gaps. We do, if you had a family, you do take more time off to be with your family. So that could impact your potential earning. These are real things. But we can invest. We can work to make sure our salaries are negotiated better. I'm going to get off this soapbox. So that's another myth. Myth 4. And I want to make sure myth 4. You need a financial advisor. The older way of doing things is that you would get a financial advisor, or the way that you were taught is that you had to get a financial advisor because you can't do it yourself. That is not true. There are so many ways to look up information. There are brokerages, like I said, that you could start small and you could research the regular things that you do every day. ETFs are a great way to start because they're diversified. And ETFs, it just stands for exchange traded funds. So that means you're getting a basket of companies in one bundle. We'll talk about that more. But there are so many ways to start investing without a financial advisor. Myth number 5. You need to watch the market every day. That is not true. That could give you anxiety, and that is not a good way to invest because the market does move up and down every day. It could be because of the news. It'll just shift the market and it'll drop. Or like one headline, one tweet, and everything could go wild. You do not want to watch the market every day. You want to make consistent investments. If you're going to do $5, $10, whatever you choose, just be consistent at investing. So let's go over these myths. You need lots of money. Women are bad with money. Stock market is gambling. You need a financial advisor. These are some of the myths that are out there that stop women from investing, that stop people from investing. And we want to bust those myths. Let me know in the comments, have you heard of these, or have you heard of any others? Tell me the others that you've heard. So I'm Kathy, and I'm going on this journey to leave my 9-to-5 in 5 years. I want to do this in 5 years. So subscribe if you want to go along with me, and like if you like this video. Share if there's other women that you know that want to go on this journey themselves. And I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye for now.